What's up, folks? So I was just catching the end of my fish update here. I like to watch this guy on, I don't know if you guys ever watch this guy. He does the fish
Completely in a
update.
cross-eyed. Is it a yay or a nay? Pretty much a nay. Mr. Completely on its own. Just listen to that. You got the first set freebie here on YouTube. Check that out. If you're done with Mr. Completely, don't worry. It appears to only be played in odd years. Eventually, this year is going to end, and it'll be out the window for a little while.
Anyways,
So, like I said, the Mr. Completely on its own,
going
not
on
too
this
bad. Then you
summer.
go get meat. You got Mike Gordon's meat again here, or is that Mike Gordon's meat? That may be a band.
Anyways, a lot going on this summer. What's going on here? Hold on. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me knocking? Let's try this again. Looks like I'm live here. Hello. Can anybody hear me? I think I'm live. All right. So anyways, let's go on to a position update here. We had problems earlier in the session with the stream not working. Yeah, I was broadcasting to nobody for a while, but here we are back. Let's talk about GameStop and surviving this position. We had a little incident this morning for some people online. If you do look at the price action this morning, now most of you who have traded for a while will know that trading starts at 4 in the morning on Monday morning. In fact, every day it starts at 4 in the morning and it goes till about 8 at night. Now, not that many people have access to trading at 4 in the morning. I know I usually use TD Ameritrade, and they start, I think, at 7 o'clock. I think Interactive Brokerage starts at 6 or something. But trading does officially start at 4 in the morning, and some people do have access to that. And if we look what happened this morning at 4 in the morning, somebody kind of got hurt here. The stock did actually trade down to 190, and this wasn't just like an outlier. Sometimes you'll see things with trading where it's like a bad print or it's just bad data that the system just kind of had some bad data. Well, that's not the case with this morning. This morning, it was actually like 500 shares traded down around 190 this morning. And if we look here, here is the chart for that. And if we zoom in here, we can find the volume totals. And it is actually like 500 shares did trade around 190 at like 4 a.m. this morning. Here's the actual print here. You can see on the volume, no, maybe it was 200 shares. So somebody overnight was like, they must have been thinking all weekend, like, I got to get out of this position, man. I don't like my position. I'm long GameStop, and I just got to get out as soon as it opens. And somebody actually came in and sold 300 shares at 190 right at 4 this morning. And then within, 5 minutes later, oh, now it's trading 192. Oh, now it's trading 198. And then, so somebody got hosed for $10 there. Currently stock 211. We're a little bit after the open here as I redo this video because it got messed up the first time. Anyway, and as far as my position goes, we are in a situation where I did start to convert some of my condors into short deltas, and that's not looking that great at the moment as we're up like $5-6 since the open. However, we'll see if that continues. But yes, this is my position here, and I am short 13 of the 260, 270 call verticals, and 10 currently of the 145, 135 put spreads. So the Condor, I unwound about 4 or 5 of the Condors and converted them to some short deltas by buying these November 190, 180 put spreads. And if you look out in November, that's expiration in 81 days. So, as we move kind of higher here, it starts to feel to me like the potential is more possibly to the downside than to the upside. There's some number in people's heads who are long this. Now I know the crazies that you see on on Reddit are saying, oh, it's going to 200,000, but for more reality-based people, there's some number in their heads where if this keeps moving higher, there's no real news that justifies this to like go to the moon, right? It's a company in transition. They've got new management. They've certainly been able to raise some money, which is great. The stock fury over the stock price has allowed them to raise some money, but they still have a lot of work to go to convert this company from a brick and mortar firm to something else, which is to be determined now, whether that's selling NFTs or just renting video games online. There's there's a lot of competition in all of those spaces, right? NFTs have been widely publicized. There already are many firms online that deliver games online. There's Steam. I'm on Steam myself. So the competition is fierce. So GameStop certainly has not completed the transition to being a new company. In fact, they're just kind of embarking on it now. So the fundamentals don't seem to be there for this to just continue to go higher forever. So as we move higher, I've converted from essentially a neutral position to starting to pick up a little bit of short deltas. And at this spot, it shows me short 34 deltas, which I feel comfortable with right now. We do have earnings coming up on September 8th, so we're not that far off of that, right? We are on, it's August 30th right now, so we're about a week out from earnings. So, and my plan currently is to pair the position way back into earnings. So this Condor, which I have on now, it's a 70-point wide Condor, right? I'm long I'm short the 260, 270 call spread, and I'm short the 145, 135 put spread. So pretty wide Condor, 70-point bullseye there between 145 and 260. And we're kind of right in the middle of that right now. So, however, the prices on the call spread and put spread are getting pretty low. They're getting pretty close to $1, right? And so once stuff gets to like below $1, it can become pretty like persistently kind of stay at that level. It's harder to make money on something when it's under $1. So basically all of the meat that I can gather off of this bone is almost gone, and thus I'll probably close this Condor before earnings come out in a little over a week, as we said, and pare back the position. So we took a hit last week. I think we lost like $5,000 on Wednesday. Thursday we came back. I think we made like 1,500. Friday we made something like 1,000, and we'll see what happens today. Up $6. It doesn't really help me. The fact that I did convert to short deltas is hurting me at the moment, but we'll have to wait and see what this day plays out as. But I'm glad that I didn't totally give up on this position when I had that one bad day, because the money's come back to a big extent. We'll see what happens moving forward. That's kind of where we stand on the position right now as we continue surviving GameStop moving forward. I feel comfortable with a really wide Condor on right now, and so we'll probably just leave it like that for now. In the meantime, VIX pretty mellow, 1650 right now as we stand, just kind of sitting around. E-minis up 750, NASDAQ up 80, Dow Jones down 54. Not a whole lot going on in the marketplace. I'd love to see GameStop go back to unched on the day. It did try to rally once, then went back to unched, and now its second rally it seems to be holding a little bit better than the first rally. Let's take a quick look at the stock before I leave you, but that's kind of where we are right now. as we come into Monday. You know, I had to redo this video, and the where we were looking at the end of the first time I redid this video, stock was like 204. Now that it's 211, I don't look as good as I did at 9:30. But you know, such is life in the big city with the stock market. So there we go. The higher we move, the more I feel like I should start to pick up a little bit of a short delta to try to ride this back down, potentially back down again at some point. So that's kind of where we are. Hoping this video is actually working this time, and I will catch you in the next one. Please support me on social media. Give a like, a comment. Appreciate you all, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.